Well, hello. Last year, in November, at around 1 p.m., I was rushing and trying to finish up the last chores I had to do before going back to work. I was rushing because I simply wanted to have everything done without having help from anyone else at my home. I was trying to do it all on my own. And a few weeks before all this happened, God had been reminding me that I couldn't do it all on my own. At times you can hear, slow down. But you can also be like, no, God, I got this. Well, that day, of rushing around and thinking over and over, I'm almost done. Yay. Just one more thing, the bathroom. As I finished frying some empanadas, some Mexican dish, I wanted to make sure I threw out the hot oil. I rushed to pick up the pan to get rid of it, only to find it tipping over my hands. Ouch. At that moment, I kept peace and found something to put on it. And I still wanted to finish my to-do list and go to work till I looked down at my hands and realized it was going to be impossible to do that. Well, I had to call the manager at work and let her know what had happened. She said, you need to go to the emergency room and have it looked at. And by the way, ask when you could wear gloves at work again to assist the doctor. Man, oh man. As I waited 6 hours to be seen that day, I had a lot of time to meditate on what had just happened. Which now, when I go back to the Word of God and try to read a little and learn, I came across Proverbs 4. And on the top of it, there's a title and it says, A Father's Wise Instruction. And I'm going to start in verse 1. Proverbs 4, verse 1. Hear, O sons of fathers' instruction, and be attentive that you may gain insight. For I gave you good precepts. Do not forsake my teaching. 3. When I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Slow down, remember? Verse 6, do not forsake her, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will guard you. The beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom, and whatever you get insight. Prize her highly, and she will exalt you. She will honor you, and if you embrace her, she will place on your head a graceful garland. She will bestow on you a beautiful crown. Hear, my son, and accept my words, that the years of your life may be many. I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in the path of uprightness. When you walk, your step will not be hampered, and if you run, you will not stumble. Keep hold of instruction. Do not let go. Guard her, for she is your life. I realized this all happened for trying to do it on my own, for not listening to God when He was trying to protect me from harm. At the same time, though, I thought how I had opened the door for the thief to steal and destroy. I now was there, and I could not only finish the cleaning and the bathroom, but I also was not able to work, and to top it off, I had to pay a visit to the burn hospital. Maybe you have gone through similar situations. Maybe not the burning, but other situations where they haven't been led to great outcome. Or maybe right now you're feeling like you've been doing it with your own strength. Well, hold on. God always has the best counsel. He is not only willing, but desires that we partner with Him in all of the areas of our life, even when it is the rushing around. James 1:5, and this is the ESV version. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. After all this, I decided to go to God and ask him to help me understand and see and hear his voice in the area of my life that I was struggling at that moment. I was able to live Romans 8:28, which says, all things work together for good to them that love God. And you can too. You can live this verse as well. Proverbs 3:13 says in the NLT, joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gets understanding. My story is not over yet. A couple months ago, after all this happened, after putting in action what God has been instructing me to do in the rushing, he has helped me to find rest in him, knowing that certain things can wait and that I can gracefully allow myself not to do it all. On January 9th at 8:12 p.m., as I opened the day's mail, I saw an envelope labeled with the name of the hospital that I had gone to have a look at those burns on my hands. And attached, as I opened it, I saw a check for the amount that I had paid, with the description, the reason for the refund is overpayment. And yes, God has done that for us. He has paid a great price, and that was giving his son so you and I have an abundant life, and that we can actually have a way to go to God to ask him for things. In this specific time, I was asking for wisdom. Proverbs 19:20, listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. And that is what I urge you today, that you listen to the advice, that you accept the instruction, and so that you may gain wisdom in the future. God bless you.